Hello there and welcome back. This is going to be a new era on my YouTube channel because I recently bought my first MacBook Pro. On the side cake, apart from my full-time job, I am a Python teacher. I teach different levels of Python classes, and I decided to surprise myself. It was nothing, I don't know, like a special occasion or something like that. It's just that I needed a laptop which can go through a day without a problem and without a charger. I know there are like similar alternatives which are cheaper, but anyway. And the specialty of this video is that this is going to kick off a new series which is called BlackSheep. So how did this framework get chosen, or what's the specialty? So around 10 years ago I used to work for a company called National Instruments, where we had the MacBook Pro of that time as our like workhorse. And I kind of like that video, and that's around the time when I started creating YouTube videos. And I created some notes on that Mac OS, which were synchronized to iCloud. And when I configured this new laptop, I realized those notes are still there. And one of those were regarding this BlackSheep framework. So technically that's the reason, and in this video we are going to see how you can set it up, and we are going to create our Hello World application. So let's jump right into it. I'm still learning the ropes regarding recording on macOS, but bear with me. So now what should we do? Let's move this window to the other side, and let's make this window full screen. All right, can you still see me? Yes, you can. So what I usually do, if you follow my channel, is to create a virtual environment. And I think this terminal is called Fish Terminal. It has all the colors and whatnot that we might need. So let's create a directory, sheeping, and inside this directory let's create another one, BSheep, or not directory but rather a virtual environment, BSheep. Alright, now I have to activate it, and once this virtual environment is activated, I can install UVcorn, BlackSheep, and requests. This is going to be needed to make full use of this virtual environment, and I'm also learning NeoVim, so this is also something new. And let's create a new tab here, and what we are going to do is to basically go ahead and write some code. Let me remove my camera and make these letters a bit bigger. Great! So sheeping, and let's create a child node called Hello World.py, and let's put some code into it. How do we create our application? So what we have to do is to import from BlackSheep the application class, and we need the appropriate HTTP function. Since this is going to be a Hello World application, it's not that big of a deal. We can make do with the GET request. And once this is done, we can create our instance from the application, and we can start decorating our functions. So let's make default context route, and we call this index, and this context route is going to return hello world dash get. And I think this should be it. So if I read the documentation correctly, and now I'm going to go to the other terminal, activate my virtual environment. Let's try to make it a little bit bigger. Oh, great. I'm also learning the key combinations. So what do we want? We are currently in the folder where the hello world.py is located, and we used uvcorn, and we say that hello world colon app dash port 8000 dash reload, and hit enter. So if everything goes well, it should start the application. And if we go with our Safari browser, we should be able to use the HTTP 8000 and / to hit the context route. And you can see that this is the response that we get. It's kind of straightforward, or let's say easy to make do with. And if we want, we can make this application a bit more complex. So we want to use the post request, and we will use the post decorated post index function to return the hello world post. Let's save it. And on the other window, you should see that it automatically reloaded because the source code changed. That's perfectly fine. And to test out the post request part, we will import the request module and use the requests.post against the URL http 127.0.0.1 8000 with the /. And let's check out the text. As you can see, it responded to the post request appropriately. And if we switch it out to a GET request, you can see that the response is also correct. And BlackSheep is basically an asynchronous web framework, which allows you to create event-based applications. And welcome back. In this video series, my plan is to go through the documentation and show you how you can use this framework. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.